Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Strange Fantasy. I'm Travis.
Ashley here.
And I'm Trey.
We're the creators, writers, and producers of the show. We just wanted to take a quick second before diving into tonight's tawdry tale to let you know that if you like Strange Fantasy, be sure and show your love by subscribing, downloading, and rating the show on iTunes or any of the many platforms we exist on.
And for exclusive rewards and merchandise, or just to donate to our cause to help us to continue to thrive, be sure to visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/strangefantasy.
Also be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram by searching Strange Fantasy Show for updates and haunting original art.
All of this and more can be found at our website, strangefantasyshow.com. And now,
your feature presentation.
Welcome to another regaling of strange fantasy. Obscure oddities meant to shock the nervous system and stir the very core of your soul. Tonight's tale is of abandonment. Whether it be to self or upon another, the toll of this grateful bell rings the same. And when the debris begins to settle across the backs of the exploited, shall the warm mouth of time widen and graciously begin to devour. In this installment entitled Trick of the Trade.
Alive that night. Yes, sir. The 1899 London World's Fair. My younger self in the prime of my life bearing witness to all the great wonders on display. Your show, your performance, Mr. Royale. Magnifique. The power amongst myself and the many in attendance that night shan't soon be forgotten. Tell me, have you ever observed something so profound it raises the hair on your neck? Because the moment you walked upon the stage, you had my interest. And though only a few moments passed, I found myself completely mesmerized. You know, from the moment, nothing yet I have discovered quite compares to that wild and thunderous applause at the end of your show. Yes, sir. I tell you, it shook the damn dirt beneath my feet. Not only were you a charming breath of fresh air to the entertainment racket, but a boldly original and wholesomely funny act as well. And as a matter of fact, I believe our meeting right now is a sign from the Lord above. And I believe it to be you, the people, need now more than anything a simple chance to laugh, to feel joy again. Hell, to feel anything other than that stinging reality of the impending future. Too much has changed already, and a little something older could be the ticket. Well, to sell some more goddamn tickets, am I right? You know what I mean? Shut the fuck.
Well, Mr. Gibson, I'd say at the very least consider me beyond flattered.
It's my pleasure. Suffice it to say that the partners and I strongly agree with your addition under our tents, the legacy of wonderment shall continue thriving, and all ages and creeds are welcome. So what do you say, Mr. Royal?
If you wouldn't mind terribly, Mr. Gibson, a decision such as this should be made with a careful respect.
I could certainly understand, and please don't feel rushed by any means. I just tend to get a smidge overzealous when it comes to meeting a personal idol such as yourself.
Oh, please, I'm no idol.
No, I mean it. Truly, it does take a great heap of talent to put on a show like your dummy act.
If I may clarify, Mr. Gibson, myself and many others within my profession prefer the more modernized term ventriloquist, and in turn my correct defining title would be considered ventriloquism.
I sincerely beg your pardon, Mr. Royal, if I may. Ventriloquist and ventriloquism. Did I say that properly?
Yes, sir, you did, and thank you for your respect to my craft.
It's my honor, Mr. Royal. You know, I quite like that ventriloquist and ventriloquism. Damn catchy.
Isn't it just?
If I may be direct with you for a moment, simply put, if I allow you to walk off my campgrounds today with no contract in your hands, well, and I've been married on 9 separate occasions, so trust me when I say that I know what the hell I'm talking about here.
Well, Mr. Gibson,
Please, Mr. Royal, I'd be damn near blessed if you'd address me by Reynolds.
The honor is all mine, Reynold. And with the formalities set aside, please feel free to call me Paul.
Much obliged, Paul.
Oh, think nothing of it. So, your interpretation of my work here today is, well, greatly appreciated above all else, and I am truly humbled to have entertained you in the past. However...
If I may stop you right there a moment. Listen, Paul, I'm a firm believer in being honest to those that actually matter to me, so I'm just going to cut the fat out. What's it going to take to get you under my tent lines?
You're quite the salesman, Reynold.
As much as I enjoy your company, it's still business. So what'll be, Paul?
I think I could flirt with the idea of calling this place home, for a while at least. That is, if the price is right.
What's the price?
I am not a greedy man, Reynold. I exist to entertain. That is my true payment. Whatever you pay is just an added bonus.
That's a beautiful sentiment. But I'm going to need a number here.
Oh, fair enough. 5 years sounds reasonable, and 60% of the profit made off my act.
Paul, you've just made my life complete. So all I need from you is a sign right here. An initial here. Please, use my personal fountain pen to seal the deal.
Alrighty. Ooh, this pen is delightful.
You like it? Well, consider it yours, my new friend. Even comes with a fancy felt case.
Oh, no, wait. I couldn't possibly.
Now, I insist. Ex-wife number 8 got me a duplicate set last year, so there's plenty to go around.
Thank you kindly, Reynold. Okay, I do believe the T's have been crossed and the I's dotted, my good sir.
Ain't it funny? Just like that, our futures are set in motion.
Very well. Thank you once again for everything, Reynold. I look forward in contributing to your fame and family.
As do I, Paul. As do I. What do you say I give you that official tour of your new home? Introduce you to the neighborhood.
Oh, that would be much appreciated. It always takes some time getting adjusted to new surroundings.
Don't I just know it? I've only been running this fair since my pa died.
Oh, my condolences.
That's not necessary, Paul. Papa Gibson died going on 10 years now. But there's still some days where I have no idea what the hell I'm doing here as far as operations and whatnot. Yeah, that's enough about me. This is your day. Come on, let's get acquainted with some of the fellow entertainers. Can I help you with any of your things?
I believe I can manage. Please, after you.
Oh, Mr. Gibson, another dirty stray. When will you learn that charity begins at home, not on the filthy streets?
Hey, Paul, this little hot ray of sunshine is Miss Eris, the Mystic. Paul, Eris, this here is Mr. Paul Francois Royal, the great ventriloquist from London. With an act like his, it'll drive in more business, don't you think?
Have you lost your self-indulgent mind? This rundown freak show is standing on death's door, and this is your idea of a solution? The plan is to save our jobs, not devoid the last bit of hope by bringing in some outdated, no-name ventriloquist act.
Now that is enough. I won't hear another word of this, Eris. I decided what's best around here, not you, not no one, just me. And I made the best choice possible. I believe in Paul, and I truly feel he may be our last resort. So go on, look me in the eye and tell me you wouldn't have done the same thing.
Fine. How is this, Mr. Gibson? I would not have done the same. How could hiring a ventriloquist ever be considered the best solution? Nobody gives a shit about dummies, and they never have. I am sorry to be the one to tell you, but your profession and any resulting fame was a fluke, a joke, an accident. Thank your stars that you even made it this far.
Noted.
Paul, on behalf of Eris and good respect, I'd like to sincerely apologize about all that inadequacy talk.
Please, there's no apology needed, Ray. I know what I'm about, and I also share in your confidence that my act, along with the participation of the many unique talents held here, will help restore the proper glory that your legacy deserves.
Ray? Well, that's awfully familiar of you, Paul. I like it. God damn it, if listening to you speak don't just get me excited. Burning biscuits? What the hell was that? Air speak, good girl. Keep Paul company while I'll see what all the commotion's about. You gonna be alright a moment, Paul?
Yes, of course. Please go make sure no one was injured.
I'm sure they were. I'll be right back. I bet it's a damn fire. You're just getting better not have been something expensive.
So, Eris, that is a beautiful name. Where does it come from? So you're a mystic? That must be an interesting line of work. You've been doing it long?
Do you even know what a mystic does?
Well, not really, no. Is something with fortunes. Or like the future.
I see. Do you often find that other people's words, if not directly used to appease your delusional sense of self-worth, fall short and become wasted?
I am not sure how to respond.
You wouldn't, would you?
I'm terribly sorry if I've offended you in some way. My intentions are...
I care not for your reasoning. You are like looking through a dirty glass of water. The intent may not always be clear, but it's obvious you're full of shit. And you've deeply offended us all by accepting a position here.
We've only just met. How is it you've got me so figured out when you don't know the first thing about me? I'm not any different than you, or anyone else trying to survive for a buck.
Perhaps my intuition was wrong.
Okay, wait. Are you saying that?
Most definitely not. I know how your story ends.
You know nothing of my life.
I've awaited this day for over 3 years.
What day?
The day poor Royal came to stay.
Oh, this must be part of your mystic act, right? Brava, madame. Very good. Very convincing.
I've had this vision every night as I fall asleep. A vision of terror and death. I've even grown accustomed to its horrid nature. Perhaps I have already said too much.
Quite the opposite. What the hell are you talking about?
A bargain for life. A fool sold a promise. The eyes of a doll, but not quite. How they stare seems almost human. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plot and plan, life stirs no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. The royal seal of fate in place. 9 and 10 sold the souls of foolish men and returned their heart to beat again.
Yes, sure. I understand. You feel threatened by me.
Oh, threatened? Hardly.
I stand before you, extending my humble promise to everyone, and let it be known this promise stands for as long as I remain employee of the Gibson, Stern and Mills Circus. So it is made clear, I promise to always be forthright, respectful, and kind to each and every one of you without fail. So I will now ask, with the utmost respect and gratitude for you and yours, how does my promise sound to you? Fair, I hope. You know, old Reynolds sure seems to agree with me and where I stand. Can you do the same?
It's Mr. Gibson. Nobody calls him by his first name.
I apologize if his respects weren't extended to you as they were to me. Eris, if you'd please, does my promise to you and this circus sound reasonable?
Yes, I suppose that is quite fair of you, all considering.
Considering what?
I'm sure you have a clue. How about you enlighten me, if you would?
What is it you'd care to know?
Where to begin? How about telling me the truth of why you're really here?
Is that all?
For now. Truly, I must say, this question's answer above all else burns me so.
There's not much to really say.
Well, it's rather hard to believe that such a short time ago it was your name being revered and spoken. Paul Royal, as the leading main attraction for the London World Fair. And now? Well, you've made it. To the bottom of everything. And if not already, allow me to please be the first to welcome you. And in turn, bid a fond farewell to any hopes you may have had for another chance. Another fleeting moment to bathe in the warm glow that is the crowd's applause. Can you still recall what that feels like? Or are you so numb to not feel anything anymore? I thought as much. Listen closely. I'll only say this once. If it's prosperity and the reappropriation of your fame that you're attempting to find here, then you must immediately cease all function. Then consider the possibility that somewhere along your journey, you have become lost.
I'll have you know that my celebrity is not on trial, and if it was, what concern would it be of yours to judge? Perhaps you make these ill claims for attention. Perhaps even to feed some self-obsessed loneliness that you have clung onto for what appears to be the better part of your good youth. Curious to know exactly what sort of ignorance leaves one so indifferent and calloused to the struggle of others. Such a shame.
How dare you, sir? I have never been so insulted in all my days.
Oh, is that right? And how old are you now? No doubt beyond the edge of your youth, Certainly no more than 25 years. Just stop me when I am close. 26? 7? 30? No, surely not past 30. Yes, I am sure not a day younger than 40. I think I would have enjoyed seeing you in your prime, but alas, I must see what the ravages of time can do to beauty.
Where the hell do you get off talking to me that way? You trashy second-rate magician.
Second-rate magician? Now you listen here, little lady. I've lived and experienced far more than you, at least 3 times as much. And for you to cast such a heavy, misguided and misinformed first stone... Well, my dear, your behavior is unjustified and completely devoid of any respect that I am owed for.
A miserable attempt at a true art form that you'll never be able to hold on your own, or as a familiar. Even if it smacked you across that great big wart you call a nose, you'd still be oblivious.
You know something? Ouch! I don't even think your worst enemy deserves a call on the carpet like that. I mean... You sure do know how to cut a man deep. Well, good for you. You've won. Is that what you want to hear? A self-conscience whimper to yield defeat.
Well, now that you've taken all the fun out of it, I suppose no. How could I be pleased at the sight of a grown man on the verge of tears? Listen, Paul, I am...
Hey, gang. How we all getting along over here? Swell, I hope.
Of course, Mr. Gibson. Slowly but surely, we're coming together as friends.
Is that right, Paul? You holding up all right?
Yes, of course. I'm fine.
Are you sure? Kind of looks like you're gonna cry.
I assure you, Reynold, if tears were to fall from these eyes today, they'll be tears for my joy and appreciation.
Damn, son. You are one good egg. Lady Luck certainly had a destiny for you here. That much is true.
Thank you, Reynold. I feel very at home.
You see, Eris, look how grateful this man is for an opportunity today, of which he had not yesterday. You'd be so fortunate to learn a thing or two from Mr. Royal. His wonderfully positive attitude could only grow more flowers. Isn't that right?
Yes, Mr. Gibson.
Now, don't take me the wrong way. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. Just saying, consider it.
Yes, of course, Mr. Gibson. I shall do my best to consider this possibility.
Good girl. Alrighty, Paul. Let's pluck a goose feather on down the way with our tour.
Enjoy the rest of your day, Miss Eris. Pleasure to have made your acquaintance.
I'll be seeing you around, Mr. Royal. I fear for the worst, but know not why. I must consort with the spirits. Hopefully my worry is for naught. We shall see, though, and soon, won't we?
I know, right? It is more than a privilege to look around as far as I can see, and all I behold, be it mine. Warms my bones, just right.
Your passion for all this is quite the refreshing inspiration, desperately needed by tired minds.
Wow, think nothing of it. But I'm glad to be a good use. Alrighty, Paul. This here is one of our newer trailers. I call it the Royale Trailer. Can you guess how I come to call it the Royale?
Because this is going to be my trailer, and my last name is Royal?
You're damn right.
Wow. Reynold, this trailer is a hell of a humdinger. Ooh, I can't seem to express my appreciation enough today. Thank you. Sincerely. Thank you.
I'm right there with you, Paul. Yes, sir. Today shall henceforth be marked as the beginning of a very lucrative relationship, and I can't wait. Alrighty. I'll let you get settled in. Unlike all you talented folks, I was just only given a strong gift of gab and making money.
Amazing strengths to wield. That's undeniable.
Much obliged. Well, y'all have yourself a good evening, Paul, and tomorrow we'll get the final arrangements hashed out.
Sounds great, sir. And thanks again.
Let it go forward without mention, for the pleasure is all mine. Well, go on. Open her up. Take a look around.
Words escape me. It's even nicer on the inside.
Everything's to your liking?
Above and beyond, Reynold. Above and way beyond. Good golly gosh, would you look at the room space? Oh. You could fit 10 or more people in here, no problem.
Superb. I'll leave you to it then. You rest well now, Paul.
You as well, sir, and I'm sorry for saying it again, but thank you so very much.
And thank you for saying yes. See you tomorrow.
All right, already. I'm intoxicated, not deaf.
It's about goddamn time!
Quit being so dramatic. You don't even need to breathe.
Oh, hang on! What are you trying to say, shitbird? As if I wasn't alive? Old habits like breathing die hard, you know. It's like me telling you not to be such a self-absorbed horse's ass.
That's strike one, missy.
Oh, hang on!
You want to go for two? Still early. I have time.
No, it's fine, Paul, honestly. I was just excited about a new job is all.
Our new job. You mean my new job?
Yes, of course. Right as always, Paul, your new job, your new trailer, and your new money for your new booze. So where do you get the coin from? Conning off for some old lady again?
Angelica, I'll only say this once, you dried up old cow. That is enough.
Better old than a horse's ass.
What was that?
Are you speaking to me?
You blistered little shit. Why won't you just die already? If it's freedom you want, then free us from this dreadful existence. You have my pre-consent, darling. You know I'd rather be skinned and shackled while buried neck-high in an ant pile than have a goddamned dummy dictate my every breath. It's my new employer that advanced a week's salary because he's heard of my act before, and all that I once was.
Exactly, Paul. All that you were.
Well, that's strike 3, back in the trunk.
No, please. I hate it in there, please.
Save your breath and shut up. Talk to me whenever you're ready to show me the respect I deserve, and then I might listen.
And that was only start 2, shitbird.
Oh, God damn it. Now what?
Hello, mister.
Ooh. God damn, boy, you're huge.
You need help, mister?
Help from you. Oh. No, we're all good here.
I was told you need help, mister.
Who told you?
Well, Mr. Boss told me, mister.
Do you mean Reynold?
Yes, mister. Mr. Boss told me you need Nelly. So, Nelly here now. What you need?
All right, big fella. Let me put this to you anyway. I hope you'll understand. No want assistant. Nor will I ever require an assistant, yes? Do you understand what I am saying?
Nelly coming now?
Ooh, shit. You're not going to cause me any grief, are you, big fella? Yeah, all right. Just come on inside. I could use another drink, but how about you? What's your poison?
Poison? Oh, no, mister.
Not actual poison. Oh, you thick-headed giant, you're funny.
Nelly funny?
Yes, at the very least, funny-looking. Tell me, do you like whiskey?
Oh, yes, please, mister.
Well, let's get you set up. Mind your head. Oh, damn, you're a big bastard. How right you are, Angelica. All right. Well, it's that time once again.
Where we take the hand of our best friend.
That's right.
What if my best friend is a housefly?
Then take his wings and soar on high.
Oh, how I love this old ditty.
And how? Still remember how it goes, darling?
Of course, I ain't no dummy. Dummy.
Okay, here we go, and a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
The rains of spring and the warmth of summer. Oh, how I love to let my mind just wander.
Do you wonder about the past or the future?
Neither. I simply wonder. Wonder about love.
Well, the signs have become clear. I see you seeing me standing here.
And how? Yet it seems you've let your mind wander.
Wonder?
That's right. Wondering about falling in love.
Oh, let us wonder, forever wonder. Let us wonder about falling in love.
What did I tell you, shitbird? You're stale, washed up, old news, hardly even a joke worth telling.
I swear, as soon as we return to the trailer, I just might kill you myself.
So be it. Almost seems poetic that I die along with your career. Would you agree?
Just wave and smile, doll.
Glad you all enjoyed the show. It's not normally as intimate. You could probably smell the whiskey on his breath, eh?
Yeah, thank you all. May our love and well wishes reach each and every one of you. Good night, and stick around for our next attraction, the famous heat from the Middle East, the amazing Fontaine brothers. Thank you and good night.
See, Paul? You're still worth a laugh. Pathetic, useless, and weak. The three things, when put together, somehow create the exact sound of thankless applause. Neat, huh?
I wish I would have just left you where I found you all those years ago. Dying alone next to a dried-up old creek bed in the woods. Pathetic, useless, and weak. Three things, when put together, somehow perfectly describe your rotten corpse of a life.
Oh, hang on! That wasn't very nice, you shitty little... You know what? Ignorance and greed look awful on you, Paul. You should be thanking the ancients for my humble graces. If not for me, you'd still be a virgin speck of nothing, accidentally set adrift on a sea of worthlessness.
And you'd be dead. What were you even expecting tonight? Our first show after 9 years, and the only thing that drove away all them good-paying folks was you, showing off that goddamned silver tongue of yours again. The fault is yours alone, Angelica. And you won't talk your way out of the consequences this time, doll. I've been waiting patiently for your next punishment.
I'm sorry, Paul.
It is much too late for your frightened sorries. You will know the price for our failure. Say it! Go on now, say the words!
No, please, Paul! I can't! You know I can't!
God damn you! I demand to be released! Free me from this hell at once!
Stop it, Paul! You're hurting me! I don't have the strength, I'm too weak!
Liar!
Hello, mister.
What is it, Nedley? Don't just stand there holding your dick. What do you want?
Mister?
Yes, Nedley?
Who's you yelling at in there?
Myself, Nedley. Simply arguing with the mirror.
I thought I heard a woman yelling back.
Do you see any women in here, Nedley?
No, mister.
Was there anything else you'd like to bother me about while we shiver our asses off out here in the cold?
Yes, mister. Nelly stay with you tonight?
Stay with me? Are you being serious? Why? Don't you have somewhere that you stay?
Well, Nelly never had. Always outside with night, with scary noises. Nelly always scared. So Nelly asked mister to stay.
Tonight isn't good for me, Ned. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Nelly understand. See you morning, mister.
Oh, Paul, don't you turn that poor boy away to get rained on all night. Invite him inside.
I was considering it. God damn it. Wait a second. Nedley!
You want Nelly come back?
Come in. Come on.
Oh, mister, thank yous. Many thank yous.
Yes, Ned. Come on.
Oh, mister, many thank yous. Nedley hates scary sky rolls.
Nedley, listen up a moment. I am only allowing you to stay here tonight. Not tomorrow, not the next day, not even next week. Only tonight, you understand?
Yes, mister, Nedley understand. Many thank yous, mister.
Yes. Don't mention it. Don't get too comfortable, but please do come inside already. I'm freezing my ass off.
Oh my goodness.
That's Angelica.
Oh, Nedley knows. Nedley saw you on stage tonight.
Oh, yeah? And? Did you enjoy the show?
Oh yes, mister. Nedley loved your show. Nedley also loved Mrs. Angelica.
Well, there ain't really much to love about her.
Huh? Mr. No love Mrs. Angelica?
You know how you don't like sleeping outside with these scary noises?
Yes.
Well, it's kind of the same feeling for me. But unlike yourself, I have nowhere to seek reprieve from the rain.
Nedley no understand. Mrs. Angelica no like scary noises. Mrs. Angelica make beautiful music in Nedley's head.
Oh, Ned, you poor foolish ape. She couldn't carry a tune to save her life.
She'll I?
What? No. You must understand. It is a figure of speech.
Huh?
Nothing, Ned. How about a whiskey, eh? Oh, shit. Figures. Oh well. I have to take a piss anyway. Ned, do stay put whilst I'm away, and do not touch anything. Of that I am completely serious. Back in a jiff.
At least Nedley warm.
Hey, big man.
Huh? Who there?
Oi! Down here, big man.
Oh me, oh my, Mrs. You,
Are alive, yes. I see that not only are you a big man, but in fact, I hear you're a big fan of mine. Is that right?
Oh yes. You know, Nedley may not be too smart, but Nedley knows he's no dummy.
Oh, aren't you just a sweetheart? It's not often I receive any compliments, only a compliment of no second beatings.
Beatings? Who could ever harm a hair on the Mrs. Pretty Little Head?
Well, Nedley, unfortunately, Mr. Paul does not share in your affections. Come over here and see for yourself.
Oh my.
Yes, you see. Horrific, are they not?
Mrs. have Nedley scars too.
Show me.
You see? Just like Mrs. Scars.
My goodness. Why ever do we let ourselves become victimized by others? Who could ever hurt such a big, sweet man?
Sometimes Nedley don't work quick enough. So Nedley get beat.
Listen to me now, Nedley. You and I are cut from the same cloth, it would seem. Two gentle souls being taken advantage of because you may be a little slow and I'm a little small.
Nedley will protect Mrs. Who make Mrs. hurt?
Such a sweet man you are, Nedley. It is Mr. Paul who hurts your missus. He is always locking me away in this box, never letting me reveal myself to the world. I was not always like this, you know, in this body. I was a real woman with real talent.
question for you, missus.
Anything, dear Ned.
Do you like the way you are?
Yes and no.
Why you no run then?
I'm bound to Mr. Paul's shackles and inescapable chains of misery. As I was saying before, I was once real in the sense of flesh and bone. Many moons ago, I, in my real body, was dying, helpless to an illness I could not shake. Not even the darkest of magic could save my soul from its destruction. Then, in my final hours, I laid myself into the distant wood of a very dark and ancient forest, for I wanted to surround myself with things I loved in life. Nature would take my body and release my soul back into the unknown. Then a stranger that I would come to know as Mr. Paul stumbled across my path. He was sullen by the death of his wife and unborn child, and he carried with him this doll's body that you see before you now. I saw this as an opportunity to save myself. Call it luck, call it whatever you may. Perhaps the gods were not quite finished with me. But I know an opportunity when I see one, such as yourself, Nedley.
What opportunity Nedley have, missus?
I'm getting there, sweet Nedley. As I cried out to Paul to come forth and speak with me, I took my chance and made a bargain with him. Fame and riches untold for him, and another chance to live for me. We then exchanged a promise, bounded by blood. Neither can live if only one survives.
Nedley no understand, missus.
If I die, so shall Paul, and the same goes for him. Thusly, I have an opportunity for you, sweet Nedley. Paul and his ferocious frustrations only wound but never fatally maim. You, I trust, with a deep love in your heart, you would never hurt me, would you?
No, never. Nedley could never. Nedley died for me, missus.
I can never ask that of you, but I will ask you to kill for your missus. Would you do this for me, Nedley?
Kill who?
Kill our abusers.
Mister?
Precisely.
Well, if Nedley killed the mister, don't you die as well?
Well, that's where things become tricky. How I became who I am is what I'm asking of you, Nedley.
Nedley no understand.
When I spoke with Mr. Paul in our original meeting, we had an exchange. I requested for him to thrust his dagger deep into my living heart and speak the ancient words to remove my soul and place it within the nearest husk available, which was, in this case, the doll he carried. Do you understand yet, Nedley?
Yes, missus. You want Mr. Paul to die?
Not necessarily. I rather prefer him not to die. However, I feel I've been left no other choice. I want you to replace him, Nedley.
Well. Looks as if the cat's out of the bag, so to speak. How foolish do you think I am, Angelica? I overheard your little plan of deceitfulness.
You shouldn't be surprised. I'm sure you knew this day would come, shitbird. There's only so much I'm willing to take. I really did wish for things to work out, but the time has come for us to split ways.
You foolish old bitch. Neither can live if only one survives. Besides, Nedley would never harm me, isn't that right, Ned? Remember the whiskey? Remember who took you in from the cold just this very night? You could never hurt Mr. Paul, could you, Ned?
'Tis you who are the old bitch. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But I'd rather gamble and die than spend another day under your malicious hand. And that's just the trick of the trade.
No, mister. Only missus.
Whoa, you goddamn imbecile, you will not defy me!
Good, Nedley. Let us begin. Lay upon the floor next to him, and keep your body and mind ever still.
Okay. Nedley's scared.
Hush, my love. It will be over soon.
Bada-doom! Cadafish! Heya! Hasha! Bada-doom! Bada-doom!
What are you doing? No! 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 No!
Hush, Nedley. I'll see you in just a moment, and I promise you, you'll feel much better.
You goddamn bitch.
Mrs.?
Come one, come all, witness the amazing talents of our main attraction, the Mrs. and Paul. Come one, come all, see the fantabulous duo that makes your grin widen, your mind smile, and your heart soar. Yes, yes, right this way, the show is about to begin.
Are you ready, my love?
Absolutely, Mrs. With you, I am always ready for anything. I truly do love you with all my heart.
And I you, my sweet Nedley.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. I gladly present to you, the Mrs. and Paul!
Here we go.
Freely or unwillingly, a wasted life lost is treasured by another. Should one ever relinquish their grasp, another shall always be waiting to step in your place. I love a happy ending. Thus concludes tonight's strange fantasy. Tune in next time for another look into the strange and obscure.
Strange Fantasy presented Trick of the Trade. Written by Travis Scarbro and Ashley Scarbro. Produced by Travis Scarbro, Ashley Scarbro, and Trey Gonzales. Original score by Travis Scarbro. The players of tonight's tale are as follows. Michael Song as Paul Royal. Ashley Scarbro as Angelica. Trey Gonzales as Reynold Gibson. Travis Scarbro as Nedley. Martina Ohlhauser as Eris the Mystic. And Dale Russell Green Jr. as the Attraction Barker. Strange Fantasy Show was created by Travis Scarbro and Trey Gonzales. Strange Fantasy is copyright 2019, Strange Fantasy Productions, all rights reserved. All characters appearing in this work are fictitious. Any resemblance to real persons living or dead is purely coincidental.